To another edition of WLMU Tri-State News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. Let's dive right into this week's top stories. There are several organizations on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, and it can be hard trying to choose which one you want to get involved with. One organization that works hard both on campus and in the community is called Enactus. So what is Enactus and what do they do? What projects are they involved in? I have that answer in this story.
Enactus is a student-led organization on campus, and we volunteer in the community and try to help other businesses become stronger businesses in the area. One of the projects Enactus is doing, we are partnering with Discover Downtown Middlesboro to do the Build a Better Block event, which is going to be a weekend where different groups in Middlesboro and the surrounding areas are going to come together, and we're going to focus on one block of downtown Middlesboro and try and revitalize it and make it more appealing to the community and try and get people down there and get people involved and just kind of try and make downtown Middlesboro a place where people want to go and spend money and kind of help the community down there. We're trying to get involved with downtown Middlesboro, and at being a college and not really having a place where college students want to go or can go in the area that we're in, I think that's kind of a reason we want to get involved, is to make it somewhere where appealing for students and somewhere where students want to go.
If you would like more information about Enactus, you can find them on Facebook by searching Enactus, and you can also learn more about the Build a Better Block event on Facebook as well. This week, we send LMU Tri-State News reporter Tiffany Duncan out to the campus and community to find out about AED devices and their use. The university hopes they are never needed, but several buildings on campus now have a device that may save a life. Here is Tiffany to tell us more.
Memorial University is making an effort to save lives. The university president, James B. Dawson, has made a push to place AEDs in buildings across the campus. AED, or automated external defibrillators, are devices used to return heart rates to normal during cardiac arrest. According to the Mayo Clinic's website, cardiac arrest is a sudden, unexpected loss of heart function, breathing, and consciousness. Rick Slavin, director of simulation training at Lincoln Memorial University's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine, knows how AEDs affect the heart.
What an AED's job is, when someone goes into cardiac arrest, one of the early rhythms that you'll see is something called ventricular fibrillation. An AED is designed to shock that rhythm back into a rhythm that is compatible or conducive to life.
Ventricular fibrillations are an irregular heartbeat that appears at the beginning of cardiac arrest. People cannot typically survive them. What it comes down to is knowing exactly when to use an AED is important.
The American Heart Association has guidelines for the use of the AED. The Heart Association has something that's called the chain of survival. And in that chain of survival, the first link in that chain is early CPR. The second chain in that the second link in that chain is early defibrillation or early AED. So as soon as a layperson finds a patient that's unconscious, they're going to tap and shout, they're going to check for a quick pulse, and if there is no pulse, they're going to apply the AED immediately. Because of the chain of survival of the Heart Association, it's been proven that AEDs are the survival key. With CPR and with AEDs, without those two components, survival is almost zero. But with the combination of quality CPR and early activation of an AED, a patient's survival rates go up astronomically.
According to the American Heart Association, around 380,000 people suffer from sudden cardiac arrest each year. Being in a place like the Hamilton Math and Science Building located on LMU campus is an important place to have an AED. An AED like this one, conveniently located, could mean the difference between life and death. Currently, there are 2 AEDs in the DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and 4 in the Hamilton Math and Science Building. The university is currently at work on installing AEDs in other buildings on the campus. It's a step-by-step process of placing them in areas that draw a large crowd.
We certainly need some AEDs in Tex Turner Arena and all of the sporting venues that we have, the baseball field, the soccer fields, and we certainly need those in every building that houses students, and we're currently working on that with Dr. Dawson's help, of course.
AEDs can make a difference if an emergency was to occur. Businesses who deal with the public should consider investing in an AED.
AEDs need to be in any place that there's going to be a large gathering of people. For instance, a gymnasium, a high school gym, Walmart, places where there are a lot of people gathered at the same time, because the likelihood of someone collapsing in those circumstances is much, much higher than it is in smaller venues.
According to the American Heart Association, AEDs on average cost between $1,500 and $2,000. If you are planning on investing in an AED, you need to follow a few steps. The American Heart Association states that all users must receive the proper training in CPR and the operation of the AED. A physician must oversee maintenance, and you must notify your local EMS of the type and location of your AED. VFibs.com, a website that offers training classes on CPR and AED use, states survival rates increase 49 to 74% with the use of an AED. According to the same site, 90% of cardiac arrests can be successfully treated when an AED is administered within the first minute. With this device, a person's heart can be restarted and beating on its own even before EMS arrives, saving a life. Reporting for LMU Tri-State News, I'm Tiffany Duncan.
According to the Cumberland Gap National Park Visitor Center, within minutes of the park reopening on Thursday, dozens of vehicles could be seen pulling into the parking lot. The park reopened after a 16-day federal government shutdown that hindered the fall tourist season. Although the park sat quiet for those 16 days, thousands visited the park over the weekend. Between Friday and Sunday in the Visitor Center alone, 1,133 people were counted. Carol Bornman with the Cumberland Gap National Park says that it is quite possible that up to 2,000 visitors traveled to the Pinnacle over the weekend. We will be taking an inside look at the park on next week's LMU Tri-State News in my Here at Home segment, so be sure to tune in. Campuses have distractions, so what keeps students focused here on the LMU campus? One group that keeps students focused is the Lincoln Ambassadors. According to the Lincoln Ambassadors' mission statement, the students are dedicated to serving the campus and community as inspirational representatives for student life and the university mission. The Lincoln Ambassadors are seen all over campus, but would you know one if you saw one? Next week, we're going to be taking a deeper look into what Lincoln Ambassadors do, events they work, and how you can become one, so stay tuned. If you are looking for a fun Halloween activity, mark your calendars for Saturday. Pine Mountain State Park in Pineville is holding its Halloween ball beginning at 8 o'clock through midnight on Saturday, October 28th. Celebrate with friends in a party atmosphere with creepy snacks, an experienced DJ, and the best dance music around. Activities include a costume contest for a chance to win an overnight stay at the lodge, dinner for two at the lodge, or golf for two at Wasiato Winds Golf Course. Admission is $15 for singles or $25 for couples. You can make lodging reservations separately if needed. Space is limited, so contact the park's guest services desk in advance to reserve your tickets. That number is 1-800-325-1712 or 606-337-3066. Coming up after this break, we're going to be taking a look at what has kept officers busy over the weekend with our local crime and police reports, so stay with us.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Welcome back. Now taking a look at local crime and police reports from the weekend. 2 men are recovering after a Saturday accident. According to officers, a van was traveling on Beach Street in Harrogate when a pickup truck came over a hill on its side of the road. The van swerved to miss the truck and rear-ended a car parked in the Dollar General store parking lot on Beach Street. The parked car was then pushed through the window of the storefront, but no one inside the store was injured. The drivers of both vehicles, the van and the truck, were sent to the hospital for minor injuries. The names and conditions of the drivers have not yet been released, and the investigation into the accident has been turned over to the Tennessee Highway Patrol. The Dollar General store does remain open for business as usual. An anonymous tip led officers to an active meth lab on Old Kentucky Road in Tazewell. Reports state that the call led the officers to a home where they found Michael Green, who then gave them permission to search his home. While searching, they found all the ingredients used to produce methamphetamine. They continued searching and found what is called a one-pot meth lab. Green was then placed under arrest and charged with manufacturing methamphetamine. He remains in the Claiborne County Jail on the charge. A man is facing theft charges after he was caught trying to break into a home in Cumberland Gap. Officers with the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office received a tip that the man was attempting to sell jewelry to people at their homes. Officers state that the man, identified as Robert Reynolds, was also seen attempting to break into vehicles. When officers arrived in Cumberland Gap, they actually witnessed Reynolds attempting to break into a residence on Lynn Avenue. He was apprehended, and officers found several stolen checks and also stolen jewelry that he had been attempting to sell. Reynolds remains in the Claiborne County Jail, where he is charged with aggravated theft under 500 and tampering with evidence. Reynolds is also wanted out of Campbell County. Now, following this break, we are going to be taking a look at the Physician Assistant Program at Lincoln Memorial University, and also we will have our third installment on the inside look at Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
Welcome back. If you have been following LMU Tri-State News, we asked a couple of weeks ago what exactly a physician assistant is, what they do, and how do you become one. We spoke with Dr. Paula DeMero at the DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine, as well as a couple of students.
A PA can do pretty much anything that a physician can do. PAs are only restricted by the authority that their supervising physician gives them. And so anything that our physician does and he delegates to the PA, we are allowed by law to do. PAs can work anywhere from pediatric orthopedics to neurosurgery and anywhere in between. Orthopedics, internal medicine, family practice, that kind of thing. So they can also work in rural areas, urban areas. There's nowhere that they are restricted in their ability to work. So, and PAs do have the ability to run an office in a rural area with just having contact with that supervising physician in case they need them.
A physician assistant is a mid-level practitioner. We work under supervising physicians to kind of build a team for the healthcare and providing help for their patients.
The physician assistant career is not a shortcut to the medical field. It's just as much work as being a physician. It's just as much work as being a nurse.
Most PA programs are 27 months. It is a very heavy workload. So pretty much here you're expected to be in class 8 to 5 Mondays through Friday.
I had gone to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville and had talked to some of the doctors, mid-level providers, and other healthcare workers. And they had said that of the PAs that they had dealt with, that LMU had taught and very much equipped these people to come out with the best knowledge of anywhere else in the surrounding area in Tennessee. And so when I got up here and took a tour of the building, everything was brand new, state-of-the-art, couldn't compare it to anywhere else. And the faculty and the community within the students was so well and tight-knit that I knew this is probably where I wanted to go. And the area was beautiful, the trees, there wasn't much around, but I didn't really need much because I knew I was going to be studying for I guess 13, 27 months.
The PA program only provides classes at the Harrogate campus, and if you are interested in applying, the application deadline is November 1st for the class that will begin May 2014. For more information, you can visit the LMU website at www.lmunet.edu. Today, we continue our focus on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This week, we take a look at steps you should take in the event you have been diagnosed with breast cancer. I spoke with Dr. Jan Zirin at LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine this week, and she outlined some steps that you should take after diagnosis. Dr. Zirin said the first step should be scheduling a consultation with an oncologist, which is a doctor specializing in treating cancer, to explore the various treatment options. The type of cancer and the stage of cancer are factors in determining the best treatment method for each patient. Treatment options include chemotherapy, radiation, oral medication, and surgery. Finding an advocate who will be there with you through your treatment and support group that will help you cope with the disease. Advocates can be a family member, a close friend, a fellow patient, or survivor. Support groups are available mostly for women because statistically, the predominant gender for breast cancer is women. You can find online support groups such as Facebook groups or a national organization such as the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Other sources for support groups are local organizations or church groups. Dr. Zirin stressed that the frame of mind and attitude are key to treatment and survival. Next week, I will be speaking to a breast cancer survivor to get her story. Now, after this commercial break, we will be taking a look at what has been going on in sports around the tri-state area, so stay with us.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center. Wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Haley. Let's get it started with LMU volleyball. On Thursday evening, the LMU volleyball team traveled to Mars Hill, North Carolina to take on the Lady Lions of Mars Hill College. Mary Kate Griffin, Marissa Wixon, and Toni Cole combined for 48 kills, leading the Lady Lions to a 4-set victory. With the loss, the Lady Rail Splitters fall to 14-7 on the season and 9-4 in South Atlantic Conference play. The Lady Rail Splitters return to action this Friday night as they welcome Anderson University from Anderson, South Carolina. That's in the Mary E. Mars Gymnasium. The LMU soccer teams were in action against Anderson University this past weekend. Let's start first with the women. Crystal Goss of the Lady Trojans provided the lone score of the match in the 72nd minute to lift Anderson to the 1-0 victory. The Lady Rail Splitters were outmatched on corner kicks by a 10-1 advantage. The LMU ladies fall to 5-3 in South Atlantic Conference play. The men, on the other hand, had a little better luck against the Trojans as the Rail Splitters got on the board with a goal by Mario Pinto in the 54th minute. It was Pinto's 6th goal in his last 4 matches. Goalkeeper Marcel Barvanitz preserved the 1-0 shutout with 3 saves in 90 minutes of play. LMU improves to 4-3-1 in South Atlantic Conference play. LMU soccer returns to the pitch Wednesday with a doubleheader on the road in Greenville, Tennessee against Tusculum. Now let's take a look at your local high school scores from this past Friday night, October 18th. Claiborne traveled to Chucky Doak and fell to the Black Knights 49-30. It was Granger taking sole possession of second place in the Blue Ridge Conference with their 55-27 victory over Cumberland Gap. Bell County won a defensive struggle with the Roundhounds of Corbin 7-0. Middlesboro beat Danville 42-17. It was Pineville blanking Harlan Independent 50-0. Fulton shut out Union County 74-0. Hampton beat Hancock County 54-7, and Rye Cove beat Thomas Walker 58-40. The Old Town Grill High School game of the week this week was the matchup between the Granger Grizzlies and the Cumberland Gap Panthers. After the game, Adam Plyler caught up with head coach Corey Russell to talk about the loss, which potentially has eliminated the Panthers from playoff contention.
We played pretty well offensively. We didn't turn the ball over tonight. Didn't have the ball on the ground very much. And we were able to sustain some drives and do what we needed to do. Defensively, they started out gashing us a little bit, and we made some adjustments and kind of slowed them down there some. We moved some guys around in some different positions, kind of changed their technique a little bit. Didn't really make any major adjustments, just some different alignments and things like that. But we played pretty solid, but they run the ball really well, and they were able to sustain some drives and get the ball in the end zone a little bit too much tonight.
You can catch that game on Media Stream Channel 4 Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Now let's check out the games coming up this week for October 25th. Claiborne again goes on the road. They'll travel to take on the Pigeon Forge Tigers. Cumberland Gap will travel out of conference to take on Scott. It's Bell County taking on McCreary Central. Bell County would clinch at least a tie for second place in Class 3A District 4 with a victory. Middlesboro takes on Somerset on the road. The Yellow Jackets could clinch Class 2A District 7 with the victory. Pineville will travel to Hazard. The winner of that one is the Class 1A District 6 champions. Campbell County tries to win a school record 8th game as they host Carnes, and Hancock County still looking for their first win of the 2013 season. They'll travel to take on undefeated Cloudland. Let's move to the college ranks. The Tennessee Volunteer fans can smile extra wide this week. The Vols pulled out an upset in dramatic fashion against 11th-ranked South Carolina. Kicker Michael Pilardi nailed a 19-yard field goal as time expired to give Tennessee the 23-21 victory over the Gamecocks. Tennessee will try to play spoiler again this week as the Tennessee Volunteers will travel to Tuscaloosa to take on top-ranked Alabama in an old rivalry that has a simple title of the third Saturday in October. This year, they'll play on the fourth Saturday, and kickoff set for 3:30 on CBS. Let's travel up I-75 to take a look at the University of Kentucky Wildcats. The Wildcats hit the road for a special Thursday night edition as they go under the lights in Starkville, Mississippi to play the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The 1-5 Wildcats look to turn around their season this week as they try to make a push for the postseason. Thursday's kickoff is scheduled for 7:30 on ESPN. Now let's turn to the NFL, where the Tennessee Titans hosted one of the teams with the most talent in the NFL. That's the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers flexed their muscles and beat the Titans by 2 touchdowns. With the loss, the Titans fall to 3-4 on the season. Another game of the NFL saw an exciting time as Detroit saw another late game win by the Cincinnati Bengals 27-24. The Bengals improved to 5-2 on the season and are alone on top of the AFC North standings. Next week, the Titans have the week off, while the Cincinnati Bengals will play host to the New York Jets. That's it for Tri-State Sports. Stay tuned. We'll finish up Tri-State News with Ashley Hurley right after this.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
This week, we sent LMU Tri-State News reporter Rachel Mattie out to check on the fall foliage in the area. And in her report, she will tell us why the leaves change, how they change, and where the best place is to view this fall phenomenon.
Change occurs every day in our lives, but few changes affect us as visually as the coming of the autumn season. The mountains burst with color, trees and plants take on a whole new appearance, and at the heart of it all is an intricate process. Autumn officially began on September 22nd and marked the start of the decreasing intensity and duration of the sunlight. Leaves take in sunlight using chlorophyll to produce their energy. During autumn, the leaves begin to slow their food-making process, and this causes the chlorophyll to break down and to show other pigments. Carotenoids are the pigments that make the leaves yellow, orange, and brown in color, and the anthocyanin pigments give the leaves a red appearance. Warm, sunny days and cool nights are favorable for the most brilliant of those autumn colors. The projected peak time for fall color in East Tennessee is mid-October, but not too far away from us in the gorgeous region around Asheville, North Carolina, the leaves are already spotting with color. The difference in timing is due to the higher elevation of the mountains around the Asheville region. It is also because of the heightened elevation of the north and northeastern United States that they started to see a change in color in late September and early October. It won't be until late October and early November that some of the southern states like Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama are able to appreciate the beauty of the fall season. For more information and to keep up with projected peaks, visit www.noaa.gov or www.weather.com. Another option would be the scenic overlook atop Clinch Mountain in Granger County or along the I-40 East towards Asheville. Fortunately, we don't have to travel very far to enjoy the fall season.
And thank you for tuning in this week. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley.